What's up, YouTube or Instagram, wherever you're from? It is Felicia here, and I am back with another video tutorial type of thing. So, as you guys know, I've been on like my health journey. Right now, I'm a little nasally, but I've been getting over the flu. But I want to show you guys some things that I do in the kitchen. As you can see, we're in my kitchen. To kind of keep up with my meals and kind of eat healthier, because that's been the biggest thing for me in this transition and being healthy and getting slimmer and things like that, is what I eat. And everyone always asks me like what I don't eat, and then when I tell them what I don't eat, they're like, well, what do you do eat? So I wanted to share a couple things and how I make my meals, because this week I am going back to my detox that I did about 8 weeks ago. I finished my 8-week program, which is so awesome. So ever since then, though, I haven't completely reverted back, but I have had a couple cheat meals, and I've intaked a little more carbs and dairy than I would have liked coming off of a diet. So I still have been maintaining my weight. It's only been a week, so I'm actually a pound less than when I finished. This week I went to the gym twice because I had the flu, so I'm here in lovely California where it just gets the best of you sometimes. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple things on how I make my food, because, you know, I don't use salt. I try not to use salt. I've kind of cheated sometimes because I'm just like, I'm not about to not use zero salt, but you know, some food has its own salt in it, so you don't need it. But anyway, I'm not adding salt. I don't add sugars. I'm not eating carbs this week, and dairy. So it kind of limits you on the stuff that makes things taste absolutely amazing, like cheese. I love cheese. I would put cheese on any and everything if I could, but I felt like, you know, how I'm getting my abs to come in and things like that has been from choosing not to eat dairy. So yeah, let's just get started because it's already 6:15 and I don't want to be in the kitchen all day, and sometimes I'm slow, so we'll see. But y'all, okay, so all right, y'all, so stay tuned and see what happens next. Okay, yo, wait. So I'm unpacking my Instacart order I got because I got lazy today because I don't feel good, you know what I'm saying? And I got a bunch of stuff that I did not order, and it can use, I guess, you know. But I wanted to ask, what the hell is this? Is it lentils? Like, what? What am I? Okay. And then I'm gonna show you what else I got that I didn't order. These, I've had these from every table, but I don't want them. And then what? Is this butter? Plant-based eating is a delicious way. So it's like vegan butter. Sodium, 105 milligrams. Nope. Then I got some actual lentils. These ones are big. I don't know if you know. And then, okay, I did order this broccoli, and I ordered eggs, and oh, I also got ground beef that I did not order, and cherry tomatoes. And I don't eat well, these are grape tomatoes, but I don't eat these. And even when I was on a diet, the trainer told me, even when I'm substituting, to not use or eat tomatoes and carrots and corn. So These just like pop in your mouth, that gushy, that I can't do. So I don't want that. Oh, and then I bought a bunch of these. Almost hit me in my face. Because I like almond butter. This one has no added salt or sugar. This one apparently has some, but it's very, very small amount. It's like 1 gram, so that's not bad. But yeah, Instacart. Do better. Or Miss Lady, you were very nice who gave me my food, but you put other people's stuff in our bags and they probably like, what the hell? All right, y'all, back to it. All right, so what I like to do first is kind of spread out everything that I'm kind of gonna make. And I think this is my life because I make a mess before I clean it up. So these are the veggies I have. Spanish squash, which also came from the mistake of Instacart. I have Brussels sprouts. They're already pre-cut, which is awesome. I have green onions, peppers, regular onion, a shallot, spinach that I'm just going to make because it's getting old, and broccoli and my spaghetti squash. And for protein, I'm going to have lentils, tuna, black beans, the grounded beef that came in. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, and then shrimp. So I'm going to make all these individually. Kind of as I go, I'll think about how I'm going to put everything together and what I'm going to make. So it's not going to take that long because it's just vegetables and then there's a protein. It's just about knowing when to put everything on and keeping control on all of it as it cooks. So yeah, let's get to this cooking, y'all. All right, the first thing we're going to do is do our spaghetti squash. Take quite a while to cook. By the way, these are my favorite knives. They're KitchenAid knives, and this is a new one. And thanks to Lauren. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. But, you know, KitchenAid, you should sponsor me because I love your shit, okay? Anyway, so, whoa. These are very, very hard on the outside, so I sometimes just go in the middle and it works sometimes. And your knife can get stuck, so you kind of have to, and then, all right. So this is what the inside of a spaghetti squash looks like. And to remove the seeds, you don't want to bake those. Won't taste that great. And you'll see how this comes out. It comes out just like spaghetti noodles. It doesn't look like it right now, but you know. Olive oil on both of them. Asking me, how do you do the no salt? Like, there's ways. And then pepper. I love pepper. And then once they're done, you can add whatever you want to it to get the flavor that you want. Down. Oh wait, take the sticker off so you don't burn. Okay, and then you're ready to put it in the oven at 400 degrees. Then we're going to chop up our onion and garlic. What is this? Ginger. I peel my whole ginger. Onion. Cut down the middle. Keep the eye and cut from the side, the other side. Probably gonna see me cry because I don't know. Ew, that's ugly. I don't really do too many ugly things as far as like food because I don't know. You just don't know what it's been through, so. And there we have that. My eyes are burning. My eyes are burning. Yeah. I might need to do both halves because Now garlic, I always use fresh garlic because there's nothing like it. Like people like minced because it's easier, but it's like, no bro, it don't taste the same. Like the minced kind has a different flavor that I don't like. And then when I get lazy of cutting, I just do this and you just break it, and then I'll toss this in the pan because it's broke and the juices can come out. So I'm getting lazy. Filming this is actually harder than I thought. But we're already in it, so we're gonna get through it. And then you're gonna cut this bottom part off, and you're going to break apart your broccoli head. I also do use these outside pieces, but I learned a trick from a chef to kind of cut the outside off because it's very thick. And when you try to eat it, it's gonna be too hard to bite into, and you just don't want that. And then I'm gonna throw my ginger in there and some garlic. Sprinkle it with olive oil so they cook nice and crispified out. And you put it in the oven like this. It's still at 400 degrees with the spaghetti squash. So we're just gonna leave this in for about 20 minutes. It'll start to brown and you'll see the good colors. Squash is done. Whoops. So we're gonna let this cool for a little bit, and I'll show you what it does when you fork it. Okay, so what I'm gonna put on next is the lentils because those do take quite a bit longer, and I just want to make sure that they are thoroughly cooked. Last time I made them, they were still a little crunchy because I was just being impatient. So we're gonna do that next. All right, to make these lentils, we're gonna use 1 cup of this bone broth, and this is why I say, you know, some stuff is just gonna have salt because ain't nobody got time to have some nasty lentils. Lentils can be very, very dry if you don't make them right. Meaning no flavor, like, you know, proteins just can get a bit ugly. Maybe I'll just make almost a half a cup. So last time I didn't eat them all. Add some onion. You're supposed to bring this to a boil first, but oh well. No salt. And from Trader Joe's, that's actually pretty good. But I do all of this because, look, when I say I need my lentils to taste good because I do not like lentils like that, cool. And these can take anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is just let them sit here. Once it gets to a boil, I'll turn it down and then I'll just let them simmer and they'll be done. This is the only thing that I add to my tuna because I love mayonnaise, but since I'm on a health kick, can't use mayonnaise. I don't like relish, so this is all I got. Eat them with romaine lettuce in a wrap. Let me see. I'll taste it. As long as you can taste it, there's enough in there. So that's one of my proteins that's done. I don't think I'm gonna cook this today. I just don't feel like it. So this, right? Everyone's always like, what is spaghetti squash? Look at this. You see that? That's what spaghetti squash is. That's what it does. It's just like spaghetti noodles. It can just trick your mind. and because it's really, really, really good. Especially if you add some seasoning in it when you cook it. The lentils are cooking. I'm gonna add some water so they can keep cooking. Our broccoli is also done too. As you can see, it's like brown. I need another so I can show you. It's brown. They get kind of, they stay crunchy on the inside and kind of tender on the outside, or it might be opposite. But I love these little burnt pieces of garlic and ginger. That's like my favorite. But this is a better way to cook broccoli because boiled broccoli is good. Like, I can do it, but it's not as good. Like, you want something with some flavor, try roasting it. Get me some olive oil in there. And then we're gonna do these onions. So we just need to let them get a little softer, and then I'll probably put the top on it now because I can just eat them like this with the browning. And yeah, them Brussels sprouts, they fire. I can't stop eating them. Like, they're perfectly like browned, you know, crispified. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the onions. Like, to do your onions like this with anything, I do them with that, green beans, shrimp, anything. Like, oh my god, it changes the flavor. Anyway, let's get to the shrimp. So with the shrimp, bought this sauce at a market kind of thing, and honestly, it's all I really use. So I just poured, it's really hot too. So I poured some in there, and then I mixed it with this. Can't pronounce it, forgot what it says, but I put some of that in there, couple squirts, because it's kind of sweet. I use like, maybe altogether it's considered like a teaspoon with that, because you know I try to stay away from the salt and the sugar, but some stuff you're just not going to get. You're not gonna get. So then I will add some garlic powder and some pepper, and then honestly, that's it. And then it just looks like that, honestly. And then you just put it on the grill until you're happy. Not on the grill, on the stove. All right. With your shrimp, you always want to make sure that they are spaced enough to where they can sear, because if they're too close together, it's more of like a steam / boil, and you might not have been going for that. So. Alright, y'all, so we are done. I started eating because I was hungry, but it's almost 2 hours later. Y'all, meal prepping takes a minute, especially if you're gonna try to do it for 7 days. I definitely didn't cook enough for 7 days, because I realized I always waste my meal prep, because by the end of the week, Friday, Thursday, I'm just like, nah, you know, let me just go buy some protein or something. So I kind of gave you an overview, though, as you saw, of kind of this type of things that I eat and what I put in my food. So for this week, this will probably last me like 3 days, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I have here shrimp, the tuna, and then the lentils. The lentils will act as a meat and a protein, so when I have that, I won't have a meat with it. And then I'll have my roasted broccoli. That is the spaghetti squash. I just put the rest of the spaghetti sauce in there. Also understand, tomatoes and the spaghetti sauce is not technically a part of my diet. I'm not supposed to be eating tomatoes, but I didn't have anything else to mix it with, and I didn't want it plain. So I just added some in there. So I'll make sure I only have one of those a day if I have it every day. And then obviously the yummy Brussels sprouts I was talking to you about. And then I made some zucchini. This is Spanish zucchini. And then the rest of the spinach, which will be like 1 meal maybe, plus some zucchini. And then the romaine lettuce for the tuna. And then I'll probably add like 1 pickle in there. And then for a snack, I have these think bars that I think are delicious. Like, they are heaven sent. Plus the Lennon and Larry cookies, or the complete cookies. And then I'll have one of these with one of those. This is probably too many. It's more of this size, like 5 pieces with this. I try to finish it, but I don't always. So yeah, that is how I meal prep, you guys. Like, it's not that bad. It actually can be pretty fun. The only thing about today was that I couldn't have music because I was trying to meal prep, record everything. So I didn't want any copyright problems. So we did without the music for a little bit. There's one last thing I want to show you that I do. Every morning before I go. It's something that I drink, and it's a very popular drink. People use it all the time, but I'm going to show you how I make mine, and then yeah, we'll keep going. So it is the apple cider vinegar drink. You know, I got one of these from, what is this, like a margarita mixer from Chili's a long time ago, and it just does really well because when I put my everything in there, it doesn't come out, so it like pipes it so it doesn't fall through. So obviously I need my organic, not organic, or this one is organic, but it doesn't matter. You just want to make sure you get an apple cider vinegar with the mother, and I would say I put like 2 tablespoons in there. That's probably like 1/4 cup actually. Something else that I do is I add ginger. So I add ginger in there. I always use a water bottle for this instead of like tap water. I'll drink tap water, but for this, since I'm trying to keep it as pure as possible, I will put my Mountain Spring in there. Obviously, we need the lemon. I do half a lemon. I squeeze it in there, and then I also try to get some of the insides in there. I do have one of those lemon squeezer things, but you know, you make do how you make do. I don't really leave the lemon pieces in there, the skin, like slice it, because honestly, I feel like the outside has a very distinct taste, and when it's sitting in something too long, I don't like it. But then I have turmeric. That's like the key for me, is I always put a bunch of turmeric in here. And then in order for turmeric to metabolize, you need a pepper. So in order for your body to break it down right, when you're cooking, obviously you can use black pepper, but I'm using red cayenne pepper to go along with it. So it's gonna be kind of spicy. And then I will close it. Actually, when I don't want my throat to burn as much, I'll take a piece of grapefruit and I'll squeeze the juice in there. It kind of softens the whole thing. Like, so if you like orange juice or anything like that, I have found this to actually tone it down a little bit so you can drink it easier. Grapefruit is one of my favorite fruits, so I don't mind. And then I'll shake it up. And I'll taste it, because you want to be able to drink it. Definitely mild. I'm gonna put some more apple cider vinegar in there though. Just a little bit goes a long way with this, and then I'm not gonna taste it anymore. I'm just gonna leave it. And then I will shot about 2 of these every morning. Whether I'm going to the gym, because if I go to the gym in the morning, I don't normally eat before. I'll just drink that and some water and then go and then come back and eat. One thing I forgot to mention is that I do eat breakfast. And I have boiled eggs. So when I was on my detox, the trainer had me eating 4 boiled eggs, right? So I might do 3 this time, but what I said is I'm actually gonna, and I know I said no carbs, but I changed my mind in the sense of breakfast. I'm gonna have, let me get this a little straighter. I think it's straight. I'm gonna have half a cup of rolled oats and then 2 eggs on the side because I'm not eating fruit. So I want my bowels to be how they normally are when I'm not doing such diets, because when I cold turkey fruit and dairy and stuff, I feel like I have more problems than normal. Anyway, so I'm gonna eat a half a cup of rolled oats. I have them from Trader Joe's, and then I'm probably gonna have 2 boiled eggs every morning. If I don't have the oats, because I don't like making them in advance, I'll just eat the 2 boiled eggs. And then I try to eat 3 of these after that. They're not gonna be big portions, but you go through your day and you realize that like I haven't eaten 1 meal. So yeah, I'm gonna pair this. I'll probably have the lentils with the Brussels sprouts, and then I'll have the tuna with the romaine lettuce, and then the shrimp and the spaghetti squash, and then I'll have lentils with broccoli or lentils with zucchini. And probably by Wednesday I'll make another protein, so I'll probably make the ground beef. I did order chicken on my Instacart, but they were out of stock, so I just get a chicken breast cut in half, and I actually use my air fryer for it because easiest thing, and it comes out tasting pretty good. So I'll probably do that in the middle of the week if I realize I'm running out of protein. And then I have my protein snacks, and I also have Herbalife shakes that when I get lazy, I'll just drink one as a snack or for a meal because it just is easy. But yeah, I have options, you guys. The biggest thing is just doing it. Prepare yourself, get everything out that you're gonna use. The other hard part is we waste a lot of food, right? So kind of go through your kitchen. What I did this time, I wrote down all the vegetables and proteins I had in my kitchen and alternatives that I could eat. And then I made a grocery list of what I needed to buy from the store to add to it. But I made sure that I incorporated everything I had in my house first as a meal, and then we're gonna use the stuff that I bought if I needed to, just because I wanna get rid of some of the old frozen vegetables or frozen meat that I've had. So, you know, you just make it easier. But all right, y'all, this is what I eat in a day. I don't know what that was, but I'll see you guys in my next one. All right, like and subscribe. Follow me. We are on a move, okay? We're coming up. Don't get left behind. All right, y'all. Peace.